Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Crypto. My name's Don. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching today's video. We have yet again another great stream and news update for you all today. So please get comfortable, get your coffee out, or however you are starting your morning, whether that's a whiskey, a water, a coffee, whichever it is, sit back, relax and enjoy today's live stream. If you are watching it live, good morning. Please do like the video. And if you're watching this back, please let me know where and how you are watching this back. Are you in the gym? Are you out in the car? What are you doing? I'm interested. So, first of all, as we always do with Coffee and Crypto, we start with running over the top 10 projects or top 10 crypto coins, whichever you want to call them, to see how the prices are performing, first of all, and how they have performed over the past 24 hours. So, first things first, Bitcoin currently just dipped below the $30,000 mark, currently sitting at 29,782. Ethereum at 1,872. XRP still holding in on there at 72 cents, so we're doing okay. We're still there. BNB at $241. Cardano at 31 cents. Dogecoin at 0.07, should I say? And Solana at $24, and then Tron finally at 0.08. Now, as you can see, there's a bit of red on the market today, which is nothing to be worried about. It's completely normal. Yes, it's not great. It's Monday morning. You want to see some green. But look, we have to have some days like this in order to get the green back on the board. So, yeah, like I said, Bitcoin has dipped below $30,000 for now, with a bit of a kind of sell-off. Well, I say sell-off. Hardly. A bit of a price decline, shall we say, overnight. But look, it means nothing at the moment. But let's see how the rest of the week plays out. We do have a big week in crypto with the FOMC meeting throughout the week. And yeah, there's a lot of other things coming out with some data from the regular finance world that we do need to pay attention to. Now, we will have updates for that throughout this week in the CC Pro Discord. So yeah, make sure you are a member if you want to be updated and made aware of how the market should and will react, or if it does react, why it has reacted, because we will have updates throughout this week. Now, moving into some news, I want to just briefly touch on this because, yes, it's not really crypto related, but also is sort of crypto related purely because crypto Twitter, or should I say crypto X, is super important for the crypto space. So, as you may or may not know by now, today is the day of the rebrand of Twitter, which is now moving to X. But crypto Twitter, as it was formerly known, has other ideas. So, Twitter users, along with the avid crypto community, may soon see a very different version of the social media app, which is set to ditch the iconic Bluebird logo for an X as part of a major rebrand. Now, crypto Twitter hasn't been particularly thrilled with some of the changes. Now, in a series of tweets on July 23rd, so yesterday, Musk hinted that the platform will be rebranded to X as early as next week as an early step in its eventual transformation to an everything app. So, the rebrand could involve changing Twitter's colour scheme to black, the removal of Twitter's blue bird logo, and the name change to X, according to Musk's various tweets and a poll. Now, just to kind of skip through this little part here because it's just giving you a bit of a kind of background on Musk and Twitter, which we all know by now. It's not that important at the moment, but crypto Twitter. So, however, not many crypto Twitter users have been thrilled with the proposed changes. Twitter has been a stronghold for the crypto community with over 1 billion tweets about crypto in general, which is nuts, between 2020 and 2022. So just in 2 years, there was 1 billion tweets about crypto, which is absolutely insane. Now, Trust Machine's marketing chief, Dan Held, again, you probably have heard of him now. I've covered him a few times on this channel. He said that Twitter was iconic, adding that Musk was insane to rebrand to X. I think it's a bit far, to be honest. Others have been resistant to the proposed X rebrand. Crypto blogger Tiffany Fong said she'll still calling it Twitter, and Peter McCormack also agreed with. I've got a few opinions on this I want to make in just a sec, but there are, however, some supportive of the idea, saying that the super app has been Musk's vision since leaving PayPal, and pointing to Musk's October tweet that implicitly said Twitter purchase was accelerated to creating X. Now, again, I'm going to kind of pause there and just go off on my own little bit of a kind of opinion on this, just because I think it's more important for me to kind of give you my point on it. But anyway, as I've mentioned a lot of the time when I do these Coffee and Cryptos, there's a massive community of crypto people on Twitter that are just geeks. Crypto is quite a geeky kind of niche subject, which is why most people don't actually pay attention to it, because they do think it's for geeky people, I guess. I'm here to break that mold. I'm like not all geek, but you know, there is some crypto geek in me. But a lot of these people on Twitter are like uber geeks on either social media or Twitter in general. They care too much about the names of a platform to really focus on what the benefits of the platform will be. Now, why am I spending so much time on this news article, even though it's not technically Twitter related? One of two things. One, to point out and let you know that there's many geeks in this space, and don't just allow these tweets to kind of make you think that the rebrand is anything bad. Rebrands are amazing for brands if done correctly and done for the right reason. This is done correctly because, well, he's told you about it and it was a plan all along. But secondly, it's Elon Musk, so the plans coming forward is incredible. He's trying to make it an everything app, so there will be a massive payment gateway, etc., already spoken about a few times, on X. So they are trying to kind of make X the biggest main social media, almost like the, what is it he said? It was like the town square. Is that what he said? Elon Musk is saying that Twitter's like the town square where everything's on Twitter. That Twitter's usually where the adults go. You don't tend to see a lot of kids on Twitter like you do on TikTok and on Instagram as well. Anything that's meta related and TikTok, we want to push that to the side. We want to focus more on Twitter, where you have politicians where, yeah, look, we don't like them or agree with them, but they share their points on there. Elon Musk, all the big rich guys and the powerful guys in the world use Twitter. They don't use TikTok. They don't use Instagram. They don't use Facebook. They use Twitter or X. So yeah, again, maybe I could do a separate episode on Twitter in general, because it is important for crypto. And I do believe in the next kind of few years, there will be a massive implementation of crypto and Twitter, kind of combining, crypto and X, shall we say. Anyway, enough about that. Just wanted to let you know my opinion on it, and to let you know that X is now, well, it's what it's now formerly known. What it's now known, formerly Twitter, it's now called X. Anyway, moving on to some more crypto-related news. Now, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says that the SEC created this mess. Now, you may have seen that the SEC have come back from under the rock to say, oh no, we're going to appeal the decision against Ripple because we don't think it's right. Anyway, I'll move on to that in just a sec. But anyway, so Brad Garlinghouse has condemned the US securities regulator over recent comments from its lawyers that hint at a possible appeal in its case against Ripple. Now, in a July 23rd tweet, Garlinghouse slammed the SEC for its regulation by enforcement approach, which he said has only served to hurt retail investors. The SEC created this mess by proclaiming it was a cop on the crypto beat when it has no legal jurisdiction, he wrote on his tweet. Now, where's that gotten us? Consumers left holding the bag in a bankruptcy court while the SEC holds press conferences. So, Garlinghouse's criticism came in response to the SEC's latest round of comments concerning Ripple, in which the regulator hinted at appealing the split decision ruling against Ripple Labs. Now, again, I'm not going to go too much into this because there's quite a lot of news to get through and they're all quite similar. But you may have seen that crypto Twitter and kind of crypto in general has been questioning the fact that the SEC are coming back after Ripple. I don't actually believe that it's confirmed. Again, maybe a few of these articles will confirm that, but I haven't seen official news. But there has been talk of them coming to appeal the decision, which of course they were going to do. So this is why I actually tweeted this out yesterday, I believe it was, saying, do you actually believe that the price of XRP at 74 cents at the time when I tweeted it is due to the fact that the SEC are trying to appeal the decision? Like, if you think, and honestly, actually, I might try and bring the poll up, because I was confused at the the poll. Do you know what? Hold that thought. I didn't think to open it up, but I'm actually going to do it. And I want to just see what the results were, purely because like I said, I was shocked and confused. Where is it? Here we go. Look, right. So let's try and make this larger. So I put this tweet out. When was this? July 23rd, was that yesterday? Yeah, so yesterday morning. Do you truly believe that the price of XRP is at 74 cents right now because of the SEC appealing the ruling decision? 167 votes, and 47.3 of you believed that this bogus news article that wasn't even confirmed thought that that's what drove the price to 74 cents from 80 cents. Y'all need your head checked. Shout out to the 52.7% of those voters that said absolutely not. I like the way you think. For the guys that said yes, they think that this is why, come on. You should know by now that these news articles are just the point at, what's the word I'm looking for? They're basically not, okay, let me try again. I'm getting a bit flustered here. The point I'm trying to make here, right? The reason XRP was 74 cents when I tweeted this was nothing to do with the fact that the SEC had appealed the decision, all right? That's it. That's the news narrative. That's the word I'm looking for. The prices were declining because the prices were supposed to decline because they get stopped out and it wasn't as strong as it was chart-based. Again, if you go back over the past few days of the charts, it was looking like it was going to perform higher and do a bit higher up to 88 cents, 90 cents again, but it struggled. I'm talking about XRP here. It struggled because we really needed Bitcoin to make a move as well, which it didn't. It was struggling. The rest of the world's markets were doing really, really well, but Bitcoin was struggling, and XRP really needed needed Bitcoin to perform, and it didn't. So the reason that XRP was 74 cents when I tweeted this was to do with the chart performance of XRP, but also Bitcoin, not to do with this narrative that was tied to it that the SEC were coming after Ripple again. All right? Understand? Comprende? Follow along? So the 47.3% of you, next time I put a poll like this up, it was a bit of a trick poll, right? Next time I put that up, remember what I've said and answer accordingly. Anyway, that was a bit of a side quest there. Next article, I need to run through these. I've got a few, like I said, to cover through, and I'm kind of side saddling a little bit. Now, the SEC's appeal won't be a setback for the XRP holders, says the pro XRP lawyer. Now, amid speculations that a potential appeal, remember what I've just said, right? There's two words in particular, speculations and potential, all right? So amid speculations that potential appeal by the SEC could negatively impact the crypto market, John Deaton has made it clear that even if in the event of the appeal by the agency, it would not significantly affect XRP holders. After the judge's ruling that the problematic sale of XRP tokens through exchanges does not clarify them as a security, a new question emerges regarding the potential legal implications of the SEC decides to appeal against the ruling. Deaton, who has represented more than 75,000 XRP holders, elaborated on the possible scenarios. Now, let me just kind of scroll down here then. He says that an appeal is not even close to a setback. First, it will be 2 years from now before a decision is issued by the Second Circuit, if it is appealed. The Torres decision is a law until then, at least in the Second Circuit. Second, even if, I should have opened this up beforehand, even if, where were we? The Second Circuit said Torres was wrong regarding her application of the third Howey factor, which I predicted they won't. That doesn't mean that the SEC wins the problematic sales. All that happens is that Torres then applies the other two factors and could likely still rule the exact same way, concluding that the SEC didn't satisfy the common enterprise factor, which is more of a difficult factor to meet in his opinion than the third factor. Don't let anyone underestimate how significant the win for XRP and the holders were. Now, This also kind of backs up my point of what I was trying to make there, but it also kind of helps me lead on to the next point. Please don't let things on Twitter and in the media change your views on what has happened to XRP. I did briefly mention it as well, that what you're going to find over the next few weeks, potentially months, is a lot of XRP tweets, Ripple tweets, news articles regarding Ripple and XRP. Even on Cointelegraph again this morning, there was loads of Ripple stuff and XRP stuff. We have won what we needed to win. The retail side of things needed to get passed or disallowed or whatever you want to call it, and we needed the clarification that XRP is not a security. We have gotten that 2.5 years later. That's it. Game over. Done. Tick box. Move on to the next thing. For you as an investor, that is. Now what you need to do is, first of all, watch Coffee and Crypto every single morning, right? Because I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. I'm telling you the truth, not any of this BS that you read online. I'm here to tell you that you don't need to worry now. You are essentially in clear waters, to an extent, of course. Never say never with the crypto market, right? I get that. However, as John Deaton's here saying, don't let anyone underestimate how significant this win is for XRP and for its holders. All right, that's all I'm going to say on it. I know I sound quite riled up, but it's not so much I'm riled up. I'm here to help you as much as I can, right? I see things differently. I read between the lines. I don't kind of go down the route of letting things creep into my mind because I've read it on Twitter. Been here long enough, seen a lot of ups and downs, and spoke to enough people and kind of understood and gained enough experience to know and think for myself in crypto. And it's got me to the position that I'm in today. And I want to help you get there as well. So anyway, like I said, watch Coffee and Crypto every morning, and I will make sure that you don't fall for this nonsense. And just to clarify, the price of XRP is not at currently 72 cents, but it wasn't at 74 cents when I tweeted this because of the speculative news from the SEC. All right. Okay, now I'm going to fire through the next article because, again, very bullish news for Ripple. Ripple applies for crypto license in the UK. So this is huge news. Now, payments network and technology company Ripple has actively and recently applied for its registration as a crypto asset firm in the UK, with the UK FCA. A spokesman for the firm had spoken to Cointelegraph to confirm that. Now, the company also seeks a payments license in Ireland as part of a massive regional investment. Now, the registration was submitted after Ripple's partial win against the US SEC. Now, the decision viewed as a win by Ripple, because it clearly was. Again, these news articles really bug me, and the broader community. Now, the case, look at this, the case is still open to an appeal by the SEC. Honestly, anyway, I'm not going to let myself go anymore on the fact that this is all just nonsense. Anyway, here's an official tweet from Ripple. First of all, XRP is not a security, just making that very clear. The victory for Ripple is a win for the entire industry and a step toward regulatory clarity in the US. A huge thank you to Chad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson and Stuart Alderotti for the leadership. Now, more crypto firms are looking to the UK for regulatory clarity and a supportive business environment amid a wave of enforcement actions by the SEC. Now, you'll remember, well, I spoke about this many, many times, but the UK are super, super bullish and super welcoming of crypto, which is positive for crypto. And you're starting to see a lot of companies come from the US and try and open up in the UK, as well as Ireland and China and Dubai. Where are they not trying to open up? The US, because of all the nonsense that is going on. Now, again, recently you've seen the VC firm Andreessen Horowitz, also known as A16Z, announce its first new office outside of the US. It's in London, following months of constructive conversations with policymakers and the FCA, citing that its predictable business environment is a key reason for expanding overseas. Now, several laws have been introduced in the UK Parliament aimed at setting up a crypto-regulated environment in the country. Now, in June, a bill bringing cryptos under the same rules applying to traditional assets was signed into law after receiving a royal assent. Now, the new law gives the UK Treasury and the FCA and the Bank of England, the payments systems regulator, the authority to introduce and enforce regulations for crypto businesses. Now, I know this might seem a bit doom and gloom, the fact that the government are now more inclined or more involved in the crypto space, but look, it is a good thing for crypto and crypto businesses because we can start to move forward and really start to adapt and bring crypto into our everyday life. So it is very positive, and don't worry, if you're not in a crypto business, you're fine. Don't worry about any of this. Just focus on the fact that more crypto is coming to the UK, more crypto businesses are coming to the UK. It is very, very positive. Now, on that, the UK government rejects the lawmakers' call to treat crypto like gambling. I did kind of speak about this and thought it might have been because it's a bit of a clash, because gambling is tax-free, but they also want to claim capital gains tax on crypto, so it's like, make your mind up. Anyway, the UK have rejected this. And again, it was the House of Commons Treasury Committee. They wanted to regulate crypto retail trading the same way as it sees gambling, highlighting that it firmly disagrees with the committee's stance. Of course it does, because they can't get any tax from it. The panel of British lawmakers called the regulating the UK crypto market similar to gambling back in May. The Treasury Committee said that crypto investment activity is consistent with the principle same risk, same regulatory outcome. Now, the UK Economic Secretary of the Treasury, Andrew Griffiths, rejected the proposal and said that the Treasury firmly disagrees with the committee's recommendation to regulate retail trading and investment activity in the unbacked crypto assets as gambling rather than a financial service. Now, again, gambling includes bingo, lotteries, betting shops, online bookers, casinos. There's loads, and it's all tax-free, of course, which is why people love it so much. But people do get addicted to gambling, unfortunately. People get addicted to investing in crypto as well. But anyway, that's another kind of subject. But to quote here then, the HM Treasury and the FCA will work with the industry to ensure that crypto firms are made fully aware of the standards required for approval at the FSMA gateway. Further communications will be provided in due course to ensure standards for approval are clearly available to crypto firms operating in the UK. Now look, the main news here is something that we kind of expected. They weren't going to allow it to happen because of the tax side of things. They will still want capital gains tax, of course, because it's a big moneymaker for the government. But look, the fact is that the UK actually speak about this thing, and they are actually actively trying to push forward, whereas the US don't. That's the point which I think is positive regarding this. But yeah, anyway, I thought I'd just kind of cover that for you and actually finish up on that article. Now, just to remind you, again, before I finish up for today's episode, XRP has got nothing to do with this bogus nonsense that is going on. All right. Anyway, that's all from me today. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's episode of Coffee and Crypto. I will see you all tomorrow for another episode around 9:30 a.m. So I will see you in the morning. If there's anything else you need from me or anyone on the team, there's a link in today's description to join our CC Pro Discord community. Please jump on, feel free, we'll keep you noted. We do have a massive announcement going live today, which I think you will enjoy. It's going live in Discord, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Anyway, like I said, that's all from me. I will see you tomorrow for another episode of Coffee and Crypto.